Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yes, I went back to the old intro because I don't know if it's the number say what it is, but that was such a horrendous Sunday slate. I think arguably my worst in all three seasons. But yeah, welcome back to your favorite show with your I can't even say it right. Welcome back to your favorite show with your favorite bro. We are back one more time. QuickTakez is back one more time. Season 3, episode 5. See in this one. As we bid farewell to this week, as we bid farewell to the quarter of this NFL season, it is the Chiefs on primetime, obviously, but it is Chiefs at Jaguars live on ESPN, ABC, and all that good stuff. Yesterday's record was unfortunately 4-8 on a 12-game slate, so overall record was still a positive, knock on wood, 40, 36, and 1, but we'll see how this game kind of takes us. Or do we go 5 games, over 500 or close enough? Or do we go even out to closer to 500? We'll see. Let's see. Let's kind of break it down real quick. You already see in my not a scribe handwriting, Chiefs at Jags, obviously. But let's move on. Why I think Jaguars are going to win this at home is because of their run game. I think their offensive line is far, far, far improved. Let's look at their roster from, the start. You have Trevor Lawrence, obviously, looks rejuvenated under Liam Cohen and his offensive scheme, his leadership, and everything. Travis Etienne, you have him running the rock with Tootin. They traded away, dang, sorry, dog, but they traded away one of their running backs out to Philadelphia. He still has not gotten that much love out there. You have Cody Schrader as your four-string running back, who was solid at Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken, or Nebraska, one of the two colleges. But yeah, so you have you have four running backs on your roster, but three solid guys who could contribute. Looking at wide receiver, Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter, De'Ami Brown, somebody slept on, Tim Patrick, a veteran. Joshua Cephas, unfortunately, is on IR right now. Parker Washington can do it all from special teams to give you some, 5 to 10 plays possibly offensively. And then looking at tight end, Benson Strange, Hunter Long, I think that's a good little tight end, even though Johnny Munt's listed as tight end too. And then you look at that offensive line: Walker Little, Ezra Cleveland, Robert Hainsey. Shout out to the shipyard down south. Patrick McCarty that they just got out of Baltimore. Now look at Baltimore's O line. Anton Harrison at right tackle. They got Chuma Edoga, who's a veteran to say the least. So they might not have depth. So if they have injuries, maybe they go down. But as their starting five group this season, they have been top 10, if not top 5. The run games that Liam Cohen is designing has been fantastic for their running backs, like I mentioned. Wide receivers, somebody's going to get open. They have been putting up points. They went into San Francisco and beat the Niners when I had hope on the Niners. So they do have that ability. They do have the belief. So we could see defensively, this is where it gets interesting for me. You got Josh Allen signs. You go back to a 4-3. First, I want to do mention that because playing Trayvon Walker at a 3-4 kind of, I felt, put him at a disadvantage. Devon Hamilton inside, Eric Armstead, veteran inside, Khalil Saunders. If we remember his pick for the Saints, he ran. Big boy could run. Trayvon Walker, questionable, but I do believe he will play in this game. Emmanuel Ogba, veteran pass rusher. So you have a couple of guys who get after quarterback. Boyesade Aluk, and I think one of the most underrated linebackers, Devin Lloyd, has been playing fantastic this year. Ben Tremolo, so they got depth there. Looking at their cornerbacks, you got Jordan Lewis in nickel, veteran for the Cowboys, Tyson Campbell, underrated cornerbacks to say the least. Andrew Wingard and Eric Murray. You could ask for more. I mean, you could go after Justin Simmons, but they might feel good there. Jarion Jones and Travis Hunter kind of, I guess, split corner on the other side possibly. We'll see what happens with Travis Hunter, how he's deployed in this game. Um, yeah, place kicker Cam Little, Logan Cook, one of the better punters as well. Field position is gonna matter. It's at home, so I trust everybody to kind of just play their part and not, if anything, show out and not regress at home. Prime time, it's actually time for you to make some money, especially if you're on 1 year deals. Playing against Kansas City, you can make a statement. We'll see what happens. Talk about Kansas City. Let's look at their rosters real quick. Rasheed Rice still suspended. We'll see what happens to their offense after he comes back. But so far, until last week, but hey, Baltimore Ravens have not shown anything that you could kind of hang your hat on this season. So I don't know if you want to, take that win with a lot of joy. Outside of that, you're 2-2. We'll see. Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt now being able to run. Hurtful. It kind of starts with the offensive line. Josh Simmons, Kingsley Suamatea, Toko. They're gonna have to, start gelling. They're both new pieces in those positions, and then your center and right guard, they just got paid. Are they the top three? Maybe they regress to a top five. We'll see what happens there. Juwan Taylor's always going to give you some flags. At least one has to. It's like a given thing. And if it's not, that's just the referee's not calling it on them. And then you look at their defense. George Karlaftis, sure. Charles Manhill. Okay. Chris Jones, Jerry Tillery, good, solid team. They got Derek Naughty back. So I hope, inside they might be able to stop the run. But Mike Dana on the outside of that is Ashton Gillow. I don't know if they're going to be able to set the edges. Like I mentioned, Walker Little, Anton Harrison, they can set the edge this year somehow, some way. They have been setting the edge this year. Are they going to be able to set the edge for the Chiefs? We'll see. Drew Tranquil, Nick Bolton, Leah Chenal. I think Chenal's regressed, respectfully, because he is in our division, so you can kind of see it. I think based off the last couple of years, he has regressed as the defense, but I think him personally, Nick Bolton's still manning that defense. Drew Tranquil's still there. I think that was one of the most easiest alley oops that Chargers ever gave to the Chiefs. And then we move on. Look at their cornerback room real quick. Trent McDuffie, he is best utilized at nickelback. He can play outside. He can probably be a Pro Bowler outside, but inside, he's an All Pro. So he's kind of been suffering outside. I feel like Chiefs are doing this on purpose to kind of cost him his bag. Who knows? He is kind of waiting on his money as well. Super Bowl champion already, so he can dip out, get his money. Like at this point, go somewhere else where they can't pay you and possibly still be competitive. Why not? There's no loyalty in this game. And then losing Eric Reid, I think, has been their biggest factor, in my personal opinion. They've always had somebody from Eric Berry, then they went to Honey Badger, then they went to Eric Reid. It was like at least one Pro Bowler or somebody of that caliber back to back to back. Now they don't have, they have Jaden Hicks and Brian Cook, solid safeties, but they're not of that caliber. Like I already mentioned, McDuffie, you have Noah Williams that you got out of Cal. Shout out to the boy. He's solid, but, is he going to be able to be every down corner? Chamari Connor in the nickel, Jalen Watson, Joshua Williams. Those guys have been there, but, once injuries start piling up, like with Christian Fulton and some other guys, it's going to start costing games like it has. And once you start slipping, you already see Chargers being up a few. You already see Broncos beating the undefeated Eagles. So you already see the division getting better. You don't have to worry about my Raiders, obviously, because we are, dead. Just dead. Absolutely dead. So I'm not even here to talk shit. I'm just being here realistic. This year is going to be harder for the Chiefs. Attrition sets in, and, if you can't, like, re-energize yourself and change. I don't know. Just change that roster a little bit. Retool. There you go. That's the word. Retool that roster while rejuvenating that roster. It's going to be hard. Kind of like with my Warriors. You already see we're back with the preseason. Jump ball's going to be back soon. We might be up with the football frenzy. Just keep an eye out for that. Till next time. Till Thursday. It's all love. You already know what it is. Love.